Have you ever noticed how some of the smartest people you know just seem to have this rebellious streak? It's a really interesting paradox, isn't it? Super high intelligence on one hand, but this tendency to take risks and break the rules on the other? Well, it turns out this isn't just a quirk or a lack of judgment. It's actually something way deeper, something wired right into the evolution of our brains. So let's make this personal for a second. Have you ever felt that little pull to just push the boundaries, to challenge the way things are, even if it means bending a rule or two? If that sounds familiar, you're not just being reckless. You're actually tapping into a hidden and honestly a really powerful side effect of having a highly advanced brain. We all have this built-in expectation, right? That a high IQ means you're going to play it safe, you're going to follow the instructions and color inside the lines. But the reality, according to a ton of research in psychology, is the exact opposite. A high IQ is biologically linked to a drive for risk, for trying new things, and yeah, for challenging authority. This is the big paradox we're going to unpack today. Okay, to really get this, we've got to go back. I mean, way, way back. There's a powerful scientific reason for this rebellious impulse, and it's all rooted in our evolutionary past. This isn't about modern society. It's about a kind of ancient itch deep inside our brains. The theory that pulls this all together is called the Savannah IQ interaction hypothesis. I know it's a bit of a mouthful, but the idea behind it is actually pretty simple and really profound. Basically, evolutionary psychologists believe our general intelligence didn't evolve to handle boring, routine stuff. It evolved specifically to solve brand new, totally unexpected challenges that our ancestors had never seen before.
So to boil it all down, the entire purpose of our intelligence from an evolutionary point of view was to be a tool for dealing with novelty, a problem-solving machine designed for the great unknown.
And that leads us to the next logical step, right? If your brain is this high-powered machine built for solving new problems, what do you think it craves? You got it, newness. A highly intelligent brain is literally biologically driven to seek out what scientists call evolutionarily novel experiences. It's an itch that just has to be scratched. So this biological drive for novelty, for newness, this is where we start to see that fascinating and sometimes kind of destructive link between a high IQ and some pretty risky habits. So what counts as evolutionarily novel? Well, think about things like these. Distilled alcohol, tobacco, illegal drugs. None of this stuff existed in our ancestral environment back on the savannah. To our ancient brain, they are completely new inventions, which makes them prime targets for a mind that is built to explore. And the data on this is just startling. Major, long-term studies, one in the US and one in the UK, tracked thousands of people for decades, and they both found the exact same thing. Kids who scored higher on IQ tests were significantly more likely to try illegal drugs later in life. That's the correlation you're looking at right here.
And this is the most important part to understand. It is not that smart people don't get the risks. They absolutely do. But that biological drive for novelty, that deep-seated need for new stimulation, for exploring unmapped territory, is often just more powerful. It's a pull, not some lapse in judgment.
Now, this drive goes way beyond just personal habits. It fundamentally changes how intelligent people see authority and, well, the rules themselves. It's not just about what they do, it's about how they think. Get this. A study from criminologists found something truly stunning. Highly intelligent people actually admit to committing more offenses than people with average intelligence. But here's the real kicker. They are way, way better at getting away with it, at avoiding being detected, arrested, or convicted. So how do they pull it off? Well, they've basically got this unique mental toolkit. First, high verbal intelligence is linked to a personality trait called openness to experience, which kind of pushes them into riskier situations. Second, their advanced cognitive skills let them rationalize their actions and calculate the risks with incredible precision. And finally, they just don't see rules as rigid walls. They see a system with flexible parts that can be analyzed and, if need be, gamed. So what in the world does all this mean for you, especially if any of this is starting to sound uncomfortably familiar? Well, it means it's time to reframe that part of you that you might think of as your dark side. If you're someone who has that habit of questioning tradition, of bending the rules, of craving experiences that other people shy away from, I want you to listen really closely.
You are not just a troublemaker with bad judgment. That's a complete misreading of what's going on inside your head.
You have a mind that refuses to be stuck in the ordinary. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. You are an evolutionary pioneer, biologically hardwired to push past what's familiar and venture out into the great unknown. But here's the thing. That power, it comes with a huge responsibility. This intense exploratory drive is a tool. The real challenge is to be aware of it, to consciously channel it towards pushing boundaries that move your life and maybe even the world forward, instead of letting it pull you toward destructive habits. So, I'll leave you with this question to really think about. Knowing that this drive for novelty is a core feature of your wiring, not a bug, how are you going to choose to channel your pioneer brain?